I'm going to talk about what if an object is too close to the Earth, black hole, or any object actually. So let's unpause time and see what happens. So the temperature is going to be instantly going to 1000 degrees Celsius. In you, the instantly means like human, like experience time. So it's like 1 second. But the unit sandbox it could go like 1 millisecond. So you see it like goes up to 1002. No, you see it's going one like 12,000 degrees Celsius, so 13,000 degrees Celsius and 14,000 degrees Celsius. So this is on Celsius, not Fahrenheit. There's also three options actually. So there's degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit, and Kelvin. These are temperatures. So Kelvin's the temperatures. So let's speed up time and zoom out so there's a glitch. So it's gonna take a while, and it's a bit minutes too slow. Let's go up to 2 minutes per second. It could be 4, but so it's super bright, so you might not see anything in real life because of lava created by like asteroid impacts and colliding with each other, and that's causes whatever. So this is what happens in real life, and then it will orbit the black hole, the pieces of planets or objects. So something, and sometimes it gets sucked in, or this this kicked out from the black hole's orbit. So speed up time is going to cool down. The particles is going to disappear, and there's some like star like things, object, a piece of it, giant piece. So it's gonna take a long time to cool down. It's still in gas. So let's talk about occurring patterns. So it's gonna take a minute to set up everything back to normal. So let's see if the weather model works on OBS. So let's see if 4 p.m. shows up. So it works. So let's continue to talk about the upcoming patterns. So Scarborough, Snowfall, downtown Toronto, Richmond Hill, Newmarket, Orange Hill, Snowfall lower. So Snowfall, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Quebec, borderline, London, Niagara Falls, city parts of it, Northwestern, Georgia, Beverly, Isles, Hamilton, Niagara, Burlington. Those cities are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So, Owen Sound, Collingwood, Thunder Beach, Palm Beach, Solid Lake, Midland, Orla, Barrie. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. This is millimeters. If you see like 6 hours QPF by type millimeters, that's millimeters of precipitation or any precipitation. So Belleville, Peterborough is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall of precipitation. Fort Erie, same thing. Niagara on the Lake, Fort Erie is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. But for Niagara on the Lake, it could be mixed snow and rain. So Oakville is gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So for 7 centimeters, ignore it for this with a precipitation pattern. So this is called precipitation pattern, but total precipitation actually is total precipitation. So 7 p.m. So Scarborough, so most part of Toronto is gonna get some, except Richmond Hill and Brampton. Richmond Hill actually counts. So most part of Toronto except Brampton, it's gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. Hamilton, Burlington, Green Spy, the solid cities, so Uxbridge, Oshawa, but even if still same thing. So those cities are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of snowfall. So let's clear everything to set up properly. So gonna take a minute to turn back, set up everything. So Newmarket, Orange Falls, Stowe was different. So Newmarket and Stowe was different. So it's gonna be, so Newmarket is actually 2.5 millimeters of snowfall, which is the same thing as snowfall, but Newmarket's borderlines. So Orangeville is gonna be 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So let's continue further. Like this precipitation of this precipitation patterns. So let's see how the, so Barry, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Orella, Midland, Thunder Beach, Palm Beach. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 some millimeters of snowfall, including Collingwood, London, Hanoi doesn't count. So next hour on this city is missing. So let's go to 7 a.m. If it's too hard, I will show you in a total snowfall every 12 hours. So Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, Fort Erie, Quebec, Peterborough, Belleville, Winds by those cities, Barton, Owenson, Hope Bay, Hope Bay line said it's going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall snowing right now in Toronto, Scarborough actually. So let's go to 1 p.m. 1 p.m. So Scarborough, Stouffville, Newmarket actually counts. So Newmarket, Orangeville, Collingwood, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Salt Lake Bay, Midland, Orella, Barrie, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Oshawa, Uxbridge, Quebec, Peterborough, Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City, Fort Erie. Those cities are Owen Sound. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So Oshawa, Uxbridge also. So 7 p.m. So Oshawa, Uxbridge, Newmarket, Orangeville, Quebec, Peterborough, Collingwood, Wyerton, Owenson, Lions Head, Hope Bay, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Salt Lake Bay, Midland, Orella, Barrie, Georgia, Beverly Hills, Niagara Falls City, Niagara on the Lake, possibly Fort Erie. Those cities are going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. And you might get confused if it's actually accumulating and it's not, but when it's called like rain and snow mix, it won't show in the weather model. So it's gonna be like when the snow hits the ground, it will melt. So if it's like rain and snow mix, so it could be wet snow, same thing. Wet snow, same thing. Rain and snow mix the same thing. So Wyerton, Owen Sound, Collingwood, Hope Bay, and Lions Head, Orella, Georgia, downtown Toronto, Mississauga, Oakville, Hamilton, Burlington, Niagara on the Lake, parts of it, Niagara Falls City, parts of it, Quebec, Peterborough, Belleville, London's borderline. So those cities, including borderline, is going to be including for Port Elgin. So let's check it on Google Maps, double check the actual correct city. It's going to be Port Elgin. Those cities are going to get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, including Orangeville. So Oshawa doesn't count, Uxbridge doesn't count, it's outside of precipitation. So 1 p.m. So Scarborough, Pickering, it could be Oshawa too. Let's double check on Google Maps. So it could be Pickering. So Pickering is actually part of Scarborough's average snowfall. So Scarborough, Stouffville, Barrie, Beverly Hills, Collingwood, Hope Bay, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, including Newmarket. So London also counts. So I might miss Niagara on the Lake. Those cities are also 0.25 millimeters of snowfall, or whatever I said. So 7 p.m. rainfall. It's snowfall. So Beverly Hills, gonna do snowfall. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So next round. So on the beach, Palm Beach, Solid Bay, Niagara on the lake. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So next hour it might be harder to see how much snowfall, rainfall too. So let's do snowfall first. So nothing else is except what's at West Ontario, Northwest Ontario. So White Owen Sun, Hope Bay, Lions Hill, Collingwood, on the beach, Palm Beach, Salt Lake Bay, Midland. Those cities are gonna get some Niagara Falls City, Quebec, Peterborough. It's gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, and next heavy precipitation, which is 2.5, which is City Sour, Fort Erie, Belleville. Those cities are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So next hour might be harder. 1 p.m. So Oshawa, Uxbridge, Quebec, Peterborough is nothing. So Barrie, Georginia, Beverly Isles, Orella, Collingwood, Whitehaven, and Sun, Midland, not Midland. It's gonna be Hope Bay, Lions Head, Tony Beach, Palm Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Orella. So London, Niagara Falls City, Niagara on the Lake By, Hanover. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. Snowfalls in Northeast Ontario, Northwest Ontario, and Southwestern Ontario, and outside of Canada, so it doesn't count. So next 7 p.m. It's gonna be 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. because of winter time. So in summertime, that's very outside of winter time, it's going to be like 8 a.m., 2 p.m., 8 p.m. actually. So Oshawa, Uxbridge. Didn't do any markets. So Stouffville, Orangeville, Borderline, Whitehead, Winstown, Collingwood, Lions Head, Hope Bay, Barrie, Georginia, Beverly Isles, Quebec. Those cities including London. So in Hanover also. So those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So next heavier precipitation. Then the beach, Palm Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Orella. Those cities are gonna get some 2.5 millimeters of rainfall. So the first lightest green is going to be 0.25 millimeters of rain, and 2.5 millimeters of rain is the second lightest green. So, and there's some didn't talk about the pattern. So 1003 millibars of pressure is the Northeast Ontario, Northeast and Southern Ontario actually. So let's go to 7 a.m. So in Summer, Collingwood, Borderline, not Midland. It's gonna be Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Solid Bay, Midland, Orella, Georginia, Barrie, Port Elgin. So those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, some not snowfall. So 1:08 p.m. second final hour. So Quebec, Peterborough doesn't count, Collingwood, Hope Bay, Lions Head doesn't count for now in this video actually. So I'm gonna skip. Let's see actually Hope Bay counts. So Hope Bay doesn't count actually, gonna ignore that. So Georginia, this only city, it's gonna be 0.25 millimeters of snowfall. So there's nothing on snowfall rest of Toronto. Newmarket is gonna get some single rain showers, so this is light rain for an hour or 30 minutes. So it's gonna be 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. It's in Newmarket, but it's gonna disappear or come back depending. It's local, actually local precipitation. So Newmarket is actually before this date, it's actually gonna see some rainfall like 0.25 millimeters of rainfall, so not in 14 hours, so it's going 108 hours I talked about. So let's talk about 114 hours for now in this weather model. So Thursday, November 13th, 2000. So Hope Bay, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Solid Bay, Georgia, they'll say this is gonna get some 0.25 millimeters of rainfall. So let's look at the total snowfall, winter precipitation, every 12 hours. So let's do today's because it's snowing. So today's Scarborough is going to be 8 centimeters of snowfall in the next 12 hours. So let's do 12 hours. So snowfall is 7.4, 8.2 is down to Toronto, Brampton 8.4, Hamilton 6.8, Niagara on the Lake 10.1, 13.3 is Niagara Falls City, Newmarket is 7.3, 6.8 is Uxbridge, Oshawa is 7.1, Quebec 11.5, 9.4 is Peterborough, 10.7 is Belleville, London 5.8, 0.4 is in Whitehall, Collingwood is 2.1, Orangeville is 7.3, 0.7 is in Midland, so it's going to be 1.0, but so 0.8 actually, so before Midland. So Thunder Beach, Palm Beach is 0.2, same thing in Salt Lake Bay is actually 0.6, so close, so. And 2.1, no, not 2.1, could be 2.1, since in the middle, same thing as Collingwood, so Barrie is to 8.2, Georgia is going to be 5.3, actually, could be 5.3, same thing in Beverly ISO is 5.4, so hoping and lines will get nothing, so Port Erie is going to be 9 centimeters. It's not far. Either 9 centimeters is the same thing. So let's go to next 12 hours. I might skip Hahnemann for a second. So Hahnemann skipped. So Hahnemann is gonna be 0.4 centimeters of snowfall, which is nothing. Compared, like if you compare 0 centimeters to 1 centimeter, so it counts actually. So 8 p.m. So I'm gonna say everywhere in Toronto is 0.4 to 0.8 centimeters of snowfall. So Scarborough is gonna be 0.6 centimeters, downtown 0.4, Brampton 0.3, Hamilton 0.2, 0.9, Green Spy, Niagara on the lake is 1.5, 2.5 is Niagara Falls City, but combined Niagara on the lake and Niagara Falls City is 2 centimeters. Collingwood is 2.3, 0.6 is Whitehall. Same thing Hope Bay and Lineshead and Hope Bay is at 0.2 actually. So Oshawa is 1.2, Newmarket is 1.0, same thing Orangeville is like 0.8, Uxbridge is 1.8, Peterborough is 1.0, Quebec 0.6, 0.3 doesn't count. It could snow in Belleville, but not impossible to snowfall in Belleville. So Orangeville 0.8 is done. So Thunder Beach, Palm Beach, it's going to be 1.2. Salt Lake Bay is 1.8. So Barrie is going to be 1.2. Georgia is 1.9 and 1.5 actually. 1.5 it could be Beverly ISO, same thing. Beverly actually Georgia is 1.6. Aurora is actually 1.8. So could be 1.8, 1.9 actually. So next 12 hours. So it's gonna be more random. So 1.5 is Collingwood, 1.5 is Newmarket, 1.0 is Snowfall, 0.1 is down to Toronto. Like Niagara, everywhere in Niagara Falls is if you go northwest of Niagara Falls, so it's going to be less. So it's going to be peak is 0.1. If you go more southwest, 0.3. Its peak is 0.3. So if London is 0.9. Barrie is 0.2. It could be 0.4 actually. It could be 1.7. So 0.7 actually. So Georgia sees nothing. Beverly ISO sees around 1.5 centimeters. So 0.8 is Uxbridge. Also is 0.2. Quebec 0.1. 0.1 is in Belleville. And Thunder Beach, Palm Beach is 0.2. So this is like 12 hours snowfall, centimeters per snowfall. So this is 12 hours, like how much snowfall in centimeters per 12 hours. It's not millimeters anymore, so 7 p.m. sees nothing except parts of Ontario 0.6 centimeters. Heaviest, lightest is gonna be 0.1. So let's go to 7 p.m. In northeastern Ontario, only see some snowfall. Northeastern southwestern Ontario, you can see some 0.2 centimeters of snowfall per 12 hours. So let's look at the total precipitation once every 12 hours, including today's. Let's see how long the video is, 20 minutes. So snowfall, Newmarket, Oshawa, Uxbridge. Those cities are 7 millimeters of rain. Brampton, downtown Toronto, Mississauga, Hamilton. It's gonna be 8 millimeters of rain, including Scarborough. Peterborough is 9 millimeters of rain, 11 millimeters of rain is in Belleville, and everywhere. Niagara Falls is 17 millimeters of rain. Winds by is 15. 6 is London, 2 is Collingwood. So this is millimeters of rain in this total precipitation. So 7 millimeters of rain is in Orangeville. So Waterton is 0.2, 1.7, 1.2. Give you more than this, so it's gonna be average is 1.2 millimeters of rain, 0.7 actually. So Thunder Beach is 1.2. Bomb Beach is going to be 1.7. So like base borderline something. It's actually 0.2 millimeters of rain. And Midland is 0.7. Orilla is going to be 1.2 is in Orella. Barrie is 2.5 millimeters. Georginia is going to be 6 millimeters. Same thing in Beverly Isles. So let's look at the next hour. So next 12 hours actually. So Eastern Toronto, most part of Eastern Toronto is going to be over 0.6 millimeters of rain. Downtown Toronto is 0.2. Mississauga, Brampton 0.2. Orangeville is 0.2. Newmarket is borderline 0.7. Snowfall same thing. Oshawa is 0.1. 2 is Uxbridge. Newmarket is 2. 1 0.7. Orangeville same thing. So that was Richmond Hill and Brampton, so ignore that. So Owen Sound, Hope Bay is gonna be 0.7 millimeters of rain. Waterton is 0.76 millimeters borderline. So Georginia is gonna be harder, so it's gonna be 1.7. Beverly Isles is 1.2. Barrie 1.2. Orderlow is 1.7. So Cobourg 0.7. Peterborough 0.7. Belleville could see some rainfall. So I'll give you 0.1 actually. So Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Salt Lake Bay is going to be, those cities are going to be 1.2 millimeters of rain. Collingwood is 2 millimeters of rain. Midland is 1.7 millimeters of rainfall. So I might look at 120 precipitation if possible. So Goodens by 0.7 millimeters of rain. Niagara on Lake is 1 millimeters of rain. Niagara Falls City is 2 millimeters of rain. Also next hour. 12 hours actually. So Scarborough, so is 1 millimeters of rain. Newmarket is 2 millimeters of rain. Scarborough is 0.7. Toronto nothing. Rest. So Scarborough is actually most part Scarborough 0.7, but borderline 0.6 somewhere in Scarborough and 0.2 somewhere in Scarborough also. So Waterton, Hope Bay, Lions Head. Those cities are gonna get some 0.25 millimeters, 2 millimeters of rain. Honolulu is nothing. So Palm Beach, Sunny Beach, Salt Lake Bay is going to be 0.7 millimeters of rain. Somewhere it's close to 1.2. So Beverly Isles is going to be 1.2. 0.2 is Georginia. Barrie is 0.7 actually. So Hamilton 0.2 is possible. Niagara on the Lake is 0.7. I am parts of Niagara Falls cities Edge is going to be 0.1 millimeters of rainfall. So London is 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. So Hanover is nothing, not gonna count. So Orange, well, it's gonna be borderline 0.7 millimeters of rain. So it's going to go to 8 p.m. So it's gonna be 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Meta model this one that's you. So Watertown is 3 millimeters of rain, 4 millimeters of rain is in Owen Collingwood is 1 millimeters of rain. So Coburg is 0.7, Peterborough is 0.2, Beverly Isles is 0.7, Georgina is 1.2, Barrie is 2.5, Orilla is gonna be harder, so it's gonna be 6. London 0.7, Scarborough sees the edge of rainfall, so it doesn't count, so it's gonna be Oshawa instead. So Oshawa it's gonna be 0.2, Uxbridge is 0.7, Newmarket sees nothing, Orangeville sees something 0.2, Niagara on the Lake is 0.7, Niagara Falls City is 1 millimeters of rain, Hope Bay, no, it's gonna be Lion's Head. So Lion's Head is gonna be hardest, so it's 1 millimeters of rain. 1.2 millimeters rain and 1.7 is in Hope's Bay. So Palm Beach, Thunder Beach is going to be, even though it's borderline, it's going to be close to 6 millimeters of rain. So there's going to be 5 millimeters of rain on those cities, including Salt Lake Bay. Midland also counts. So next, final hour of this. So Oshawa, Uxbridge, it's gonna be 0.7 millimeters of rain instead of separate. So final hour, so 7 p.m. So Watertown is 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. Collingwood is gonna be 0.7 millimeters of rainfall. Georgina is 0.7, 0.2 is in Orella. Barrie is borderline, so it doesn't, not gonna count. So Coburg 0.7 borderline. Hope's Bay Lion's Head is going to be 0.2 millimeters of rainfall. So let's look at the total sleet. If it's possible, let's see how much sleet in this precipitation pattern. Let's go back. This no sleet for the whole weather model is only in US. So let's look at the temperature pattern. So air temperature, not feels like. So let's skip today's. Look at the today's. So today's the peak temperatures. Temperatures are gonna take a long time. Video is already 27 minutes. So snowfall is 2, -2. This is degrees Celsius. So -2 is Newmarket, -1 is Brampton, -1 is down to Toronto, -2 is Oshawa, -3 is in Uxbridge, -3 is in Peterborough, -1 is in Coburg, -1 is in Belleville. Everywhere in Niagara Falls is 1 degrees, -1 is in London, Watertown is -1, Collingwood is -1. So Lion's Head, Hope Bay, it's gonna be 1 degrees. It's the same thing as Thunder Beach, Salt Lake Bay, except for Palm Beach is actually 0 degrees. So Orilla is gonna be -2, Georgina is -1, could be -2 actually. So -1 most of the time. So Beverly Isles is -2, -1 actually. So this gonna be actually 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be 9 cities is hardest. So next hour, so 8 a.m. So anywhere, if it's anywhere in Georgian Bay, it's going to be Lion's Head, Hope Bay, Palm Beach, Thunder Beach, Salt Lake Bay, those cities. So anywhere also Lake Simcoe is going to be Barrie, Georgina, Beverly Isles, Orella. So London is -4, Brampton, Snowfall, Uxbridge is 5 degrees, -5. This whole southern Ontario is below freezing or freezing temperatures. So Toronto -3, Oshawa -4, Peterborough -4, -4 is Belleville, -2 is Coburg, -2 is in Hamilton, -3 is in Oakville, Niagara on the Lake is -1, -2 is in Niagara Falls City, So anywhere in Georgian Bay is going to be -4 to -3 degrees. So Newmark is -6, Orange Hill is -6. So anywhere in Lake Simcoe is going to be between -3 to -5 degrees. So next hour. So minus one is in Toronto, Brampton -2, -3, -1 is in Mississauga, Oak, Stowe Falls -3, Newmarket is -3, Orangeville -2, Oshawa -4, -4 is in Peterborough, -2 is in Coburg, -2 is in Belleville, -3 is in London, -0 degrees in Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City is it's in -2, -1 is in Bytown, -2 is in Collingwood, -2 is in Midland, it could be -3 actually, so what area not gonna count for her area, so Beverly, it could be Beverly Isles actually could be -2 degrees, -3 is in Barrie, -3 is in Orella, it could be -3.5 actually, so it could be -3, yeah, close to -4, but it's gonna be -3 instead, so 0 degrees in Hamilton, Oakville. So next hour, 8 a.m. So -3 is in Brampton, Stowe Falls -4, Oshawa -4, Peterborough -4, Coburg -2, -3 is in Belleville. Newmark is -3, -2 is in Orangeville, -1 is in Toronto, -1 in Hamilton. Oakville -1, -0 is Niagara on the Lake, Niagara Falls City is -2, London -2, Watertown is -0, -0 is Collingwood, -3 is in Barrie, Georgina -2, Beverly Isles is -3, Orella -3. So anywhere in Georgian Bay is gonna be 0 degrees between 0 and -3, +3 actually. So 3 p.m. So Brampton 2 degrees, 1 degree in Stouffville, Scarborough +2, Downtown Toronto is 3, Newmarket, Orangeville is 1, Uxbridge 1, Oshawa 1, 2 is in Coburg, 0 is Peterborough, 1 is Belleville, 1 is in London, Niagara is 2, 1 degrees is Niagara Falls, 3 degrees in Whitehead, Collingwood is 2 degrees. Anywhere in Lake Simcoe it's gonna be 3 to 4 degrees between those degrees. So 3 degrees in Hamilton, Oakville, against 5. So let's go to 8 a.m. So anywhere in Georgian Bay it's gonna be 2 to 6 degrees. So it's warm, it's 6 degrees too cold. This is 2 degrees. Lake Simcoe, everywhere it's gonna be 1 to 2 degrees. 2 degrees in London, 2 degrees in Brampton, 3 degrees in Toronto, Stowe Falls 1 degrees, Newmark is 1 degrees, Orangeville is 1 degrees, Uxbridge 1 degrees, 2 degrees in Oshawa, Orangeville, 4 degrees in Coburg, 1 degrees in Peterborough, 2 degrees in Belleville. Everywhere in Niagara Falls is 3 degrees, Gwyn's by 3 degrees, Hamilton is 3 degrees, Oakville 3 degrees. So next hour, including Hanover. So not Hanover. 3 p.m. So anywhere in Lake Simcoe is gonna be 4 to 5 degrees between those numbers. So getting 5 pounds. So Newmarket is 3 degrees, Orangeville is 30 degrees, Stowe 4 degrees, 6 degrees in Toronto, Brampton is 5 degrees, 6 degrees Mississauga, Oakville, Hamilton, 6 degrees in Niagara on the Lake, Gwyn's Y, Coburg, 3 degrees in Uxbridge, Peterborough, 5 degrees in Oshawa, Belleville is 4 degrees in Niagara Falls City, 7 degrees in Fort Erie, London is 5 degrees, anyway Lake Simcoe is going to be 3 to 4 degrees, so next hour is going to be 8 a.m. So this extra hour missed. So 7 p.m. second final hour. So anywhere like around Georgian Bay, it's going to be 3 to 4 degrees. So first circle that's Georgian Bay. It could be wrong lake. So it's double checking Google Maps. So it could be like Georgian Bay or something else. Yeah. So everywhere in Lake Simcoe is going to be 3 to 4 degrees. It could be 5 degrees also. So Newmarket is 3 degrees. Orangeville same thing. Brampton, Stouffville same thing. Oshawa same thing. Niagara on the Lake is same thing. So 4 degrees in Coolburg, down to Toronto, Hamilton, Mississauga, Oakville. Niagara Falls City is 2 degrees. Same thing is Peterborough. Oshawa Uxbridge is 1 degrees. Belleville is 2 degrees. London is 1 degrees. Wyerton is done. This I said already. So my final hour. So name is. So anywhere in Georgian Bay it's going to be 5 to 6 degrees. It could be 5.5 also. So anywhere in Georgian Bay it's going to be 5 to 6 degrees. London 7 degrees, Brampton down to Toronto 7 degrees, Stouffville 6 degrees, Newmarket 6 degrees, Oshawa 6 degrees, Uxbridge 4 degrees, Peterborough 5 degrees, 6 degrees in Coolburg, 6 degrees in Belleville, 8 degrees in Niagara on the Lake, Green Spy, Hamilton, Oakville, Mississauga is 7 degrees. 7 degrees in Niagara Falls City for the areas, 8 degrees, could be 7 degrees actually. So Georgian everywhere in Lake Simcoe, anywhere around Georgian Bay, it's going to be 4 degrees. It could be 3 degrees, but actually it could be 5 degrees also. Okay, that doesn't count. So this is the end of the video.